His name was Geralt of Rivia. He was a witcher, a professional monster slayer. An unusual contract to lift the curse that held a monarch's daughter. It was enough to spend the night with the princess, dusk till dawn. If only she were not a deadly beast, a Striga. The traitor responsible for the curse became the bait. Though gravely wounded, the Witcher lifted the curse and gained fame. The world changed with the coming of the Great War, the time of the sword and axe, the time of disdain. Geralt of Rivia disappeared, all but forgotten. But that's another story.
General Kenobi, you're a bold one. That title should be English. Yeah, all the saves are gone. So let's go. Okay. Medium, I guess. It's okay, let's do it. So let's get reacquainted with all our characters in Kaer Morhen.
The northern kingdoms nursed their wounds for 5 years after the Great War. Plague and famine raged, the death toll unknown. A few surviving elven and dwarven units sought refuge amidst forests, where they prepared for a final, desperate fight. Abominable beasts ruled backwoods, highways, and former battlefields alike. In cities and villages, folk were left wondering what had happened to the Witchers. The Blue Mountains in the north of Kedwen. The year 1270, 5 years after the Great War.
Everything's all right. I've no idea where you've been. The important thing is you're alive and among friends. Though you look like you just left your grave. We'll speak soon enough. We're nearing Kaer Morhen.
Yeah, that's right. Is it just me, or I can hear that voice mastering is better in English version? Why did he look like he's an enemy? Or just a standard guard, just like
We're home.
in every
Leo,
city?
get Triss.
Your time nears its end, witches. Enjoy things while you can.
Wrong. You missed the parry. I keep repeating this. Pirouette always followed by a back cross parry. Always.
Barely 2 days have passed since they found you.
Mm-hmm. I owe my recovery to you. Thank you, Triss.
Remember anything?
Not much. Look below. I know the moves. Pirouette, parry, cut. I can't explain it, but I feel a bond when we speak. I know you are important.
Geralt, we...
Fuckers are coming.
I need to think.
Time flows slowly at Kaer Morhen.
Ha! It worked! Not bad. Take a rest. What do you think, Geralt? Is he ready for the path?
I think we need to close the gate.
Wait for the rest. He's alone. The Professor promised 50 orens for every freak we kill.
He's mine!
Vesemir, we got company.
Wow, that's a lot.
I'm shutting the gate. Geralt, grab a sword off the training forms.
Almost feel sorry.
Oh, come on, it's my kill, my kill. God damn it. Hey.
How do you feel?
Fine.
Anyone know who the intruders are?
Ordinary bandits would never attack Kaer Morhen.
That we know, Marigold. You could try some of your famous magic.
In due time, Lambert.
Enough! We need to check the other possible passages to the upper courtyard.
can pilfer them. Yeah, they were deceived in price.
What's happening?
They're trying to break down the gate!
They won't get anywhere without a battering ram.
Shit! What is that?
A frightener. One mean beast.
Savola. I know him. A mage as ambitious as he is insane.
They're coming up here. Get ready!
There's more! They're entering the upper courtyard!
The one in glasses is the professor. Murder for hire. I sense magic. There's a sorcerer among them.
Professor, you know the way. Get to it.
The professor is wanted in Redania, Temeria, and Kedwen. A real maggot. I don't recognize
motherfucker.
the sorcerer.
Marigold, I'm interested in whether you can disarm Savola. The rest is witch's work.
I'll try.
They're coming.
The Frightener is very dangerous, but it's vulnerable to loud noises.
The bell's in the upper courtyard.
Exactly. Eskel, Lambert, you'll help me stop the Frightener and the bandits. Leo, stay behind us. Geralt, you open the gate to the upper courtyard. When we're there, Triss can stop Savola and his pet, while we prepare to deal with the Professor and the unknown mage.
I'll figure something out.
Let's do this. Bleed them a bit down here before withdrawing. Geralt, follow the wall and break through to the tower where there's a passage to the upper courtyard.
Alone?
They're just bandits, though one might be infamous. You must open the gate. We'll be waiting. Good luck, Wolf.
Alright. Good job for the lonely Witcher.
Hurry!
Hello there. Hey. Oh, damn it. They're just waiting like mannequins for their death. Go fuck yourself, man.
Mess with me and die.
Damn it. His head has been turned into a football ball, a soccer ball.
You...
What? You what? You want to tell me something? Maybe your friends can tell me something else?
I'll make you squeal.
Like what? Oof, oof. Go on, yeah.
You'll regret the day you were born.
And did you regret it? Take what? I'd gladly take your purse, if you had any.
I'll make you squeal.
Are the archers? Following your regrets is right. Oh damn it, I wanted to kill them all.
No way through here. Follow me, back to Savola.
Bunch of losers. Okay, there's one. Oh, come on.
Die, bastard!
Who's the bastard now? Oh, come on, man.
Be sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for killing you. God damn it. Come on, I need to do this thing. A flint, okay. What's in here? I can't pull this cauldron, it's too heavy. Maybe if I use some magic? I don't have any magic. Oh, fine. I'll loot the barrel then. Flint and chicken sandwich. I believe it's okay. I believe I needed to go downstairs.
Should have run when you had the chance.
Come on, guys.
You dare challenge the Salamandra?
You dare to challenge the wolf? Woof, woof. Come on, man. You can be faster than this. The wolf. The great wolf. Woof, woof. Alright. Let's click. Let's click it. Having a sandwich during fulfilling someone's regrets. That's nice.
Damn it, Geralt. It's a miracle you're alive.
You could have told me about the stairs.
Lambert and Eskel were supposed to fix them yesterday.
We're not masons.
No matter. The professor and the other mage must be hiding in the keep.
Face the truth, Witchers. They're here to rob you.
Triss, child, we have nothing of value. Some good steel snow fox pelts.
I mean the laboratory and you know it. Someone wants your famed mutagens.
You're jumping to conclusions.
Triss may be right. We need to find out what they want.
One thing at a time. We shouldn't turn our backs on a strong mage leading a frightener.
And you can't let the bandits in the lab.
Right as usual, Triss. Geralt, you've dealt with mages. Find out what this one wants. Leo will guide you.
Just reconnaissance, or...?
No one will be sorry if some of them lose their heads.
Okay.
You'll manage, Wolf.
That's
Just
the deal.
remember Leo's with you.
I can handle this. We'll see what's happening inside and be back.
Take these potions just in case. Drink the Thunderbolt now and keep Swallow for when you need healing. I'll be able to tell you how they work. We'll make sure no one else gets inside. Triss, stay with us in case Savola has any new ideas.
Thunderbolt potion, okay. Increases damage inflicted on opponents but makes dodging and parrying impossible. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Rah. Remains. Why didn't I notice them before? Chicken sandwich.
I've heard all of Dandelion's ballads about you. Lambert tells me I'll never be as fast as a real Witcher, but I managed to hit him during training today.
You beat Lambert?
Yeah, we were fencing on the floor pegs when that strange storm came. Lambert looked away, I did a pirouette, hit him right in the gut. He didn't fall, and then he beat me.
You'll make a good swordsman yet.
I know. Every time Lambert beats me, he says I have potential.
Usual trick, you know. Indeed. And there you go. Then we Come on, man. I keep as fast as you.
Should have picked a fight with someone else.
Yeah, but with me instead. What the hell happened? This leg system is alright. Come on, Leo. Stop it, man. I want to, well, to look around, see if I can loot something. Okay, no chests, no barrels. Group style, yeah. Come on, man. Come on, Ben. More meat. More orange. Chicken leg. Hide and stout. More hide and stout. Locked. The kitchen is locked. Please, we have some money. Sorry for pushing you.
These stairs lead to the lab.
Follow me.
The energy you annexed from the Circle of Elements is enough to stop the Witchers?
You trembled, yet you complained Savola would have them all, leaving none for you. Did the sight of a single Witcher, White Wolf himself, instill fear?
The aforementioned, considered dead I might add, is a known killer. I'll gladly challenge him.
Leo, stand back. Come on, Professor.
Time is essential. I wield the power of the Circle of Elements. They are no threat. Back to work. I want the mutagens ready for teleportation in 15 minutes. Our witches shan't trouble us.
We're cut off. The stairs are blocked.
The magic barrier looks solid. We need Triss.
They're robbing us. Geralt, clear the passage upstairs. Use a sign.
A sign?
The Ard. I can't do it since I broke my fingers training along the gauntlet. Cast the Ard at the debris.
I don't remember the signs.
Let's go to the Circle of Elements, a source of the power. You need to try and learn the art.
All right.
Let's go. Yeah.
Success?
Success.
We'll see in a minute.
I knew it would work.
Let's get back before Lambert kills the Frightener himself.
The art sign is a telekinetic force useful for clearing obstructed pathways or for knocking back opponents. Right click on the target to cast the sign. Okay. Let's see what's inside this crate. Whetstone, okay. Leo, wait for me. Wait. 3 fleets, okay. Here we go. Damn it.
What did you learn?
The bandits are in the lab, searching for something. The mage used the Circle of Elements to create a magic barrier.
The plague. You're all children. Why didn't you mention the Circle?
Triss, child. It didn't seem important.
If the mage aligned with the Circle, he can create a stable portal through which he'll travel to anywhere on the continent, taking your equipment with him.
All right, we made a mistake, but you said the mage was harmless.
I said I didn't know him. I think we should protect the lab above all.
Don't panic, Marigold. We know you'd like to see our witch's secrets.
Vesemir, if that idiot doesn't shut it, I'll...
Enough! Lambert, stop baiting Triss. Show her some respect. Triss, if we go to the lab, they'll have us surrounded. We know tactics.
Maybe we should split up.
Geralt's right. We need to protect the lab and kill the Frightener. Who goes where?
Only I can break the barrier. I'm going inside.
Vesemir?
I'll stay and handle the Frightener and Savola. What about you, Geralt? We may both need your help.
Okay, the lab is important.
The lab is important. I'm going with Triss.
Me too.
It's decided then. Eskel and Lambert will stay with me.
Savola just cast a spell. Something's happening.
The ground is shaking. Feel it?
They're breaking through.
Watch out!
Oh, some planks were just floating in the air.
Quickly, defend the laboratory!
Get to the lab.
This could be a hard fight, Geralt. Take this potion. Witchers call it the Tawny Owl. It restores endurance. Very useful when fighting mages.
Thanks. Let's go.
First, we need to save the game. Swallow significantly increases vitality regeneration. Tawny Owl significantly increases endurance regeneration. Endurance, which is... what's that? Okay, Swallow accelerates the regeneration of vitality. The potion is made from ingredients providing one measure each of vitriol and ether, and 2 measures of Revis. A strong, high-quality alcohol must be used as a base. Duration effects brief, toxicity medium. There is no bird more beautiful than the swallow, the harbinger of spring. Even the dark mages who developed the formula for Witcher's potion appreciated the charm of this bird, lending its name to the potion that accelerates the regeneration of a mutated organism. Tony Owl. Tony Owl significantly increases endurance regeneration. It is particularly valued by witchers who often use science in combat. Preparation. The potion is made from ingredients providing 1 measure of vitriol and 2 measures of ether. Strong alcohol must be used as a base. Duration of effects long-lasting. Toxicity medium. In preparation for an all-night vigil in the sight of a cursed man, or before a battle which is certain to be prolonged, a witcher mixes a dose of a Tony Owl potion to boost his endurance. Thunderbolt! Greatly increases damage inflicted on opponents, but makes dodging and parrying impossible. Preparations. The potion is made by mixing ingredients providing 1 measure each of vitriol, hydrogenium and rebis, and 2 measures of vermilion. Strong, top-quality alcohol must be used as a base. Duration of effects long-lasting. Toxicity high. Witchers take this potion before fighting strong, heavily armored opponents. Imbibing Thunderbolt causes witchers to enter into a battle trance, which is, in this state, witchers attack more efficiently and cause greater damage, while at the same time neglecting their own defense and becoming an easier target. Okay. Ingredients. Ether, indicated in purple, is a basic alchemical substance. It is found in many ingredients, including herbs, minerals, and monster parts. Hydrogenium, indicated in silver, is a basic alchemical substance. It is present in many ingredients, including herbs, minerals, and monster parts. Febrith, indicated in yellow, is a basic alchemical substance. It is present in many ingredients, including herbs, minerals, I believe. Well, Rebis, indicated in green, is a basic alchemical substance, and it is present in many ingredients, including herbs, minerals, and monster parts. Mutagenic witchers' potions require special ingredients obtained from rare monsters. These ingredients contain unique combinations of substances and thus cannot be replaced by any others. Vermilion, indicated in an orange, is a basic alchemical substance. It is found in many ingredients, including herbs, minerals, and monster parts. Vitriol, indicated in blue, is a basic alchemical substance. It is found in many ingredients, including herbs, minerals, and monster parts. Okay. Mages. Only rare individuals have the potential to become mages, and many of those with this potential are doomed to madness. Unless the individual in question, also known as a source, learns to control their power quickly, he or she may end up a half-insane, slobbering oracle. That is why schools of sorcery were created, where talented children study for many years, acquiring knowledge and mastering magical skills. Because of their powers, mages are more slowly than ordinary people. They can extract magical energy from the 4 elements, transport themselves long distances and heal, as well as kill, in the blink of an eye. They have extensive scientific and political knowledge. In the latter aspect, many mages are the equals of rulers. Now let's go through these tutorials. Monsters. Locations, laboratory. The famous Witcher laboratory holds the most closely guarded secrets of the past. Mutagenic plants, hallucinogenic mushrooms, natural stimulants, and potion ingredients. It is here that young apprentices were subjected to the incredibly painful trial of the grasses, which only a few survived, gaining superhuman abilities in return. Kaer Morhen. Kaer Morhen is an inaccessible mountain stronghold which has been the headquarters of the Witchers Guild for centuries. The name comes from the language of the elves. The original Kaer Muirchen translates into Old Sea Fortress. The castle's time of greatness has passed, the battlements and moat have deteriorated, and the cold wind blows through the spacious halls. Currently, only a handful of witchers live there, but once many young boys underwent gruesome training along the infamous Gauntlet near Kaer Morhen. Characters. Mysterious Mage. The mage attacked Kaer Morhen in order to steal the Witcher's secrets hidden in the fortress. Lambert, the young Witcher I met at Kaer Morhen, sure has a biting tongue. He's rude, especially to Triss Merigold, who he addresses by her last name. Eskel, the calm and reasonable Witcher from Kaer Morhen, is my peer. Wonder how he got that disturbing scar. Leo is the youngest of Kaer Morhen's residents. He's not a full Witcher, though he has completed his training, he was not subjected to mutation. Leo comes across as a hot-headed well, but is also kind-hearted and good. It appears that Leo is somewhat fascinated with me. He has heard the ballads about the White Wolf and now holds me in high regard. Professor. One of the leaders of the Salamandra attack on Kaer Morhen was a man called the Professor, who seemed to be a cunning assassin. The other leader was a mage, Vesemir. Vesemir is the oldest and most experienced Witcher, possibly older than Kaer Morhen itself. He spends each winter in the fortress and sets off on the road when spring comes, just like all the others. Despite his age, Vesemir is robust and lively. Many youngsters could envy him his health. Well, damn it, many youngsters could envy him his health. An excellent fencer, he was the one who taught me swordsmanship. Quests. Defending Kaer Morhen, Triss and Vesemir argued, and I begged the sorceress. We should defend the laboratory. We ran inside Kaer Morhen to see what was happening. I should see what's happening inside Kaer Morhen. Well, that's about it. We're not going back. I saw some enemies, so we better draw the sword.
You'll go no further, White One. I'll summon a powerful demon that will tear you apart.
A bluff. He's exhausted from teleportation. Magic light is about all he can muster.
Go. We'll deal with him and join you at the barrier.
Underestimating an opponent. Now the energy of my people will make me stronger. Nobody messes with Salamandra. Nobody!
Come on!
Defend yourself, bitch!
Damn it! Chicken egg. Let's get this.
Nobody messes with Salamandra. Nobody!
I'll mess with you. Let's eat some sandwiches.
Are you hurt? Did he get you?
Nah. But if those were magic lights, I'd hate to face a truly powerful sorcerer.
I wanted to help, but I couldn't break through that strange circle.
Savola's eating dirt. That's what matters.
We need to help Triss.
Let's go.
Okay, let's take this in. Sapphire. Sapphire. Well, that's awesome. Let's go through a kitchen.
They're ransacking the laboratory. The other mage is... I underestimated him. Hurry.
Let's hurry, Leo.
I found it. We have what we came for.
Though I, well, spent most of my food supplies, I believe I shouldn't have eaten this chicken. It doesn't matter though.
Professor, deal with those witches.
I hear witches can parry bolts in flight. Let's see.
Leo, stop!
Ah! Another fairy tale.
What happened?
Smashed ribs, punctured lung. He's dying.
He needs White Rafford's decoction. Hang on, Leo. It was here. I can't find it.
Vesemir. Leo is dead.
How did this happen?
He attacked the professor. I was late.
It's not your fault, Geralt. We're all to blame. Triss barely made it fighting for us. These are bad times for witchers, and something tells me they'll only get worse.
Is it safe up top?
Relatively. Some stragglers up there, but we'll deal with them later. You look tired. I'd like you to rest. I'll keep watch and tend to Leo's body.
Meditation.
I'll find you later.
Let's hit this wardrobe. Please some swallows. Potion and bomb quick sort. Sort for Geralt's potion and bombs. Items placed here can be accessed easily from the main game screen.
All that's missing is a mage who'd know how to use this.
Yes?
I'll find you later.
Later. Hey, I tried to pause.
Yes?
I'll find you later.
I just tried to head on. Damn it.
I'll find you later.
I don't want to speak to you yet.
We'll avenge you, Leo.
Vengeance. Vengeance. Damn it. He doesn't let me through.
Yes?
Alright, alright. You've earned talents. Okay. Intelligence first. Level 1. Level 2, herbalism. Enables identification, gathering of herbs. Alright. Provides knowledge about selected, not yet encountered monsters. Well, that description. I imagine actually gaining talents like this. Well, gaining talents in battle, it's something more or less interesting, I believe. At least these descriptions here in English are better than in the Russian version, because this talent has less description than here. Oil preparation, enable creating oils. Okay. Now we've leveled up. Good.
Mosses and grasses. The smell is heady.
Eskel came by while you were resting. Triss is still unconscious, but stable.
That's a relief.
I've made a decision, Wolf. We abandon Kaer Morhen. There's nothing holding us here.
I see.
We need to bid Leo farewell and wait for Triss to recover.
And the bandits?
Yes, we need to finish things. But first we must make a healing potion for Triss. We'll need to search for ingredients. Nothing useful left here.
I can do that. How do I make the potion?
Lambert will give you the formula. Look for him by the fireplace. He's with our brave sorceress.
Lambert? He doesn't hate Triss?
Feels guilty, I think. The first thing Triss will hear when she wakes is, "Finally awake, Marigold." That's Lambert. Let's get to work. Later I'll teach you how to extract ingredients from monsters. I'll be in the main hall.
Fine.
Medicine. For centuries, diseases have plagued mankind, yet when Jen Becker subjected the power to his will, people gained a powerful weapon in their fight against disease. Mages study bacteria and viruses, the ways germs spread, as well as genetics. Their research is used by medics who set up hospitals and produce increasingly effective medicines. There are also magical potions capable of healing wounds and internal injuries. Many magic users, such as Marty Sodergren or Vicenna, have become healers, traveling the world and using their magic for the good of others. Formula. Nothing here new, nothing new here. He raised many witchers, including me. His disciples treat him like a father. Leo was probably the old witcher's last protege. The boy's death shocked him. Along with me and the other witchers, Triss fought in the defense of Kaer Morhen. The sorceress stood against the mysterious mage, one of the leaders of the assault. She was injured and lost consciousness. Ironically, Triss is allergic to magic and she can only be administered natural healing potions. Mysterious Mage, one of the leaders of the forces that attacked Kaer Morhen, was a mage so powerful that even Triss Marigold could not oppose him. The organization that he leads uses the symbol of a salamander. Leo was killed by the professor, one of the leaders of the assault on Kaer Morhen. The boy was too hasty and inexperienced. I wasn't able to help him, even though I was right beside him. Vesemir told me to prepare a potion for Triss, who is wounded. Lambert is watching over the sorceress in the main hall. He'll give me further instructions. I need to see Lambert in the main hall of Kaer Morhen and find out how to brew the potion. Leo perished at the hand of the professor, the bandits' leader. I need to rest and then explore the fortress. I should make sure Triss and the other witches are alright. Any survivor intruders, well, I'll make them regret Leo's murder. I must explore the fortress, make sure the others are alright. Okay, let's go. Rusty sword. Lots of bats around here. Hey, Lambert.
Geralt, is something wrong?
No time to talk. I need to make a potion for Triss.
You should find a vial of white gull in the armory on the upper floor. Grab some calcium equum from the evening hall. Look for white stones in one of the chests. If you find any stragglers, finish them. We don't need prisoners. The stairs are through that door. I'd go, but Marigold lies unconscious by the fire.
Where's the calcium equum again?
In the evening hall, inside a chest.
Where can I get some alcohol?
There should be white gull in a crate in the armory on the upper floor. The room's full of weapons, you'll know it when you see it.
Lambert, I have to tell you something.
What is it?
Leo. The bandits killed him.
He wasn't ready. What a loss. We'll hunt them down, Wolf. We'll avenge Leo.
I'll find you later.
Vengeance will be mine. Come on, the kitchen is mine. Viziman champion, quick alcohol. Vile beer brewed in the capital city of Temeria. The red restores vitality. Viziman champion. Gutted fish. Fish. Let's take both chicken wings. Damn it. I'd better get to this potion real quick. Sadly, she is in greater pain than in Russian version. I believe that the ladders, well, the stairs are out. Okay, through the kitchen then. Hey! Yeah, squeal. Squeal like a pig. Mutton leg. Nothing but mutton to eat.
Mess with me and die.
Well, who's dead now? Hello there.
I'll make you squeal.
You can certainly try. Don't worry, I think that you will fail.
Mess with me and die.
You certainly can fly. Yeah, you too. Oh boy, you can fly, mate. Great. Unknown potion. Goose fat.
I'll make you squeal. Mess with me and die.
Well, some more money. Money. More orange. I need more orange. Because I'll need to buy books in a few moments. Well, not in moments. Come on. Bottled water restores endurance. Let's check out this floor. Cadwinian Stout. Weak alcohol. Dark beer from Cadwin. The day is nice. Cabinet. What's in there? It's Viziman Champion. Okay. Evening hall. Open up. Dresser. What's in there? More bottled water. So bright, nothing can be seen. Swallow, okay. Calcium Cocoon. Use fat, unknown potion, and the Frightener. The book discusses frighteners. Let's read it. A collection of information on an unusually rare monster known as the Frightener. Frightener's Eye, an eye removed from a Frightener's carcass. Frightener's Claw, a claw removed from a Frightener's carcass. Monsters. Occurrence. Frighteners are very rare. They come into being as a result of magical experiments. To create a Frightener, a mage has to possess great power and a basic knowledge of mutation. Frighteners are immune to almost all effects. Sensitive to steel and silver, very sensitive to loud sounds and high frequencies. Tactics. In combat, Frighteners rely on their size and strength. They try to knock their opponents down and then deal a lethal blow. Alchemy, Frightener's Eye, and the Claw. The first mage to create a Frightener was the infamous renegade Dagobert Sula, a diligent student of the Serikanian Masters of Alchemy and the supervisor of the Trial of the Grasses, carried out at Kaer Morhen. Upon beholding the abomination he had created, Sula is said to have cried, "What have I done?" He destroyed the monster. He not, however, survived. What have you done, man? White gall, a chemical base used to make other potions. Mild witcher's hallucinogen. Unknown potion. Monstrum, or a portrayal of witchers. An anti-witcher pamphlet describes how ordinary people perceive witchers and recounts the story of Kaer Morhen's destruction. Monstrum, or portrayal of witchers. Anonymous. Indeed, there is nothing more repulsive than these monsters that defy nature and are known by the name of Witcher, as they are offspring of foul sorcery and witchcraft. They are unscrupulous scoundrels without conscience and virtue, veritable creatures from hell capable only of taking lives. They have no place amongst decent and honest folk. And there is Kaer Morhen where these villains nest and practice foul rituals must be wiped off the face of the earth, and all evil traces of it needed to be treated with salt and saltpeter to complete the deed. The book adds a glossary entry to the journal. Okay. Let's complete. Witchers, due to their otherness, unusual abilities and magic skills, witchers are treated as outcasts and sometimes even meet with hatred. This hatred was made manifest during the infamous attack on Kaer Morhen, which led to the destruction of the fortress and the death of the most of the witchers wintering there. Those who survived are doomed to extinction since they no longer train successors. People need witchers but are simultaneously afraid of them. The itinerant warriors inspire fear because they are mutants and have superhuman powers. A witcher is rarely a welcome guest, and contacts with members of this profession are almost always limited to business. Witchers are invariably attacked during pogroms and social upheavals directed against those who deal in magic. Pogroms. X. This weapon cannot be used in combination with Witcher combat styles. I'd like to use this one time, a single time. Great. This is a chest. Just great. Let's open this up. Two bottles of water, bread, goat's milk, and mutton leg. 3 more bottled waters, and grindstone. Increases damage inflicted by 20%. Let's grind then. Okay. Toussaint Red, medium strength alcohol, though thought by many to the most exquisite red wine in the world. Okay, let's take it then. Wargrove, blueberries, restores vitality. I believe we have almost all the ingredients we need. this is the armory, and I believe I already looted it completely. Yeah. Oh no, this is Temerian Iron Dagger. Why can't I take 2 of them? Oh, come on. He's fast with it. Ground floor. We already looted the room, so let's go to the ground floor. Remains. Orange. Why did I miss this? Bon appetit.
Oh, that was a tough fight.
I found a few intruders upstairs, but...
I understand they won't be a problem. Lambert, however, let the Frightener get to him. Nothing serious. Good you went after Triss and handled that mage.
She was able to salvage some equipment, but it looks like the main device has vanished.
Our beautiful sorceress was right, I know. You did well, Wolf. Take this armor and sword. I've been keeping them for you.
Are there other Witchers?
There were 3 Witcher schools in all, but it's been long since I've heard word of the other 2. You've met all the Witchers I know of, except for Berengar.
Did I know him?
I don't believe so. An introvert, he chose his own path. Actually, none here can say they know Berengar. He often ran away from Kaer Morhen, though he would always return in the end. After the trial of the Grasses, he finally accepted his destiny and started training for real.
Some always run.
Why isn't he here?
I don't know. We lost touch with him a while back.
Can I ask you something?
Of course.
Who was Leo?
One of hundreds of orphans of the war with Nilfgaard. I apprenticed him 6 years ago.
I'm sorry.
We'll recover our secrets and find Leo's murderers, even if they fled to the end of the world.
And then we'll
Can I ask you something?
First
Of
fingers,
course.
then their, well, limbs, and their heads.
You mentioned defending Kaer Morhen before.
Yes. 15 Witchers once lived here, training boys for their trials. Only they knew the secrets of mutation. Witchers who set out on the path and failed to assimilate among humans wintered here. Before the battle, 23 Witchers and 40 students called Kaer Morhen home. Too damn few for the mob that attacked. I never knew why they came. Some say a sudden explosion of anger born of disdain for Witchers. But no. Someone provoked the mob with flyers filled with lies. Special agents read them to the peasants. Truer still, the fanatics could never have taken the fort without the aid of sorcerers, though they outnumbered us by far. They didn't even spare the youngest. I alone survived, concealed among the corpses. Walk around, Wolf. The skeletons remain. You may find a flyer, there used to be hundreds. Memorize it as a warning of the evil humans can perpetrate.
Can I ask you something?
Of course.
Any idea who attacked?
No, but the mage suggests no ordinary bandits. We found pins adorned with salamanders on the dead. The symbol of their organization, perhaps? I sense hard times ahead.
We'll speak later.
See you later. After we kill all these bastards that wear Salamander's sign.
Need anything, Wolf?
I have some questions.
What is it?
What do I use as the base for my potion?
Alcohol. The better it is, the purer and more powerful your potion.
You seem to feel at home here.
Well, I've always preferred an armory to a lab. Though Vesemir plays up the importance of potions, he's hardly an expert. After all, he's always taught swordplay. Still, he tries to teach us everything he learned when he was young, and that was a while back. But to be honest, I don't care for all these powders, mushrooms, and other trash.
Couldn't Triss have helped with Leo's mutation?
Maybe. It's a little more complicated than that. See, we've never shown her the lab, and the last mutation was completed years ago, before the battle. Vesemir can tell you more.
You really think Triss never used magic to peek inside?
She respects our secrets, and she's done a lot for us. For you. I trust her.
So why haven't you shown her the lab?
Triss would like to use our secrets to heal people and such. I've no doubt she'd try, but it's never that simple. Ever heard of the gnome Alfred Nabel?
Eskel, I have amnesia.
An incomparable inventor, like most of his race. Through years of research, he discovered an amazing substance. He intended it for use in mines and quarries. Though a genius, Alfred failed to foresee his invention's possible applications. Others quickly realized that a substance designed to rip granite from the ground could destroy castle walls. Some even considered using it in open battle.
I get it. So what happened to Alfred's discovery?
Mages stopped it from spreading. Alfred committed suicide, and his lab burned down.
Couldn't Triss have helped with Leo's mutation?
Maybe. It's a little more complicated than that. See, we've never shown her the lab, and the last mutation was completed years ago, before the battle. Vesemir can tell you more.
I'll talk to Vesemir.
No, we already talked to him. Damn it, Eskel, I want to talk more.
How can I help?
Tell me about the trial of the grasses.
It's a 3-stage process. The first is the choice. Leo completed it, enduring the hard training and diet.
I presume it's more than your basic lettuce and carrots.
Special mushrooms, mosses, and herbs are grown in the lab. Combined with training, they accelerate muscle growth and digestion, improving the body's general condition.
Does everyone pass the first stage?
Unfortunately not. The liver and heart often fail. The mind sometimes too, resulting in excessive aggression.
What's the second stage?
The trial of the grasses. More idiotic tales have been conjured up about that than about princesses and dwarves. Before the raid, the lab contained vials, hearths, formulae, herbs, and the grasses. A mage and his magic were all that was lacking.
Did you ever witness a trial?
Just one. Our own. I thought I was going to lose it when your hair turned white. The grasses affect the nervous system, so magic must control the process. The trial results in lightning-fast reflexes, reaction times normal people will never attain. Only 4 out of 10 survive.
Quite a cut. And the last stage?
I don't know the specifics. It involves changes like the mutation of the eyes, the bone marrow, hormones. In exchange, we see in the dark, heal much faster than ordinary folk, and gain increased resistance to poison.
Interesting. What's the cost?
We're infertile.
The changes are irreversible?
Entirely.
Tell me about the trial of the grasses.
It's a 3-stage process.
Does every...
Unfortunately.
I think I've heard enough.
How can I help?
Did you see the magic storm?
Yes, I was out hunting. Just before the storm came, a swarm of nightjars took flight. Hundreds of them. Gray streaks across the sky, trilling wildly. Usually less of them gather, and their cries rarely sound so desperate. When the storm came, I gave up the hunt and headed toward Kaer Morhen. Met the others on the way.
We'll talk later.
What do you need?
Done. I have the ingredients, and it's safe upstairs.
Good. You'll need 2 more things to make the potion. The claw of a mighty beast, and some celandine. Vesemir will tell you where to find them.
Okay.
Let me teach you the formula.
Potion for Triss. Effect. This potion is intended for Triss and has no other use. The potion is made by mixing a Frightener's Claw with ingredients providing a total of 1 measure each of rabies and vitriol. Duration of effects immediate. Toxicity none. According to Lambert's instructions, the potion for the unconscious sorcerers and trees can be made of Celandine, the Frightener's Claw, and as suant mushroom, though calcium equum can replace the latter ingredient. Once gathered, these components should be mixed with white gall. Berengar. Vesemir mentioned a witcher who had left Kaer Morhen before my arrival. His name was Berengar. Hold on now.
Yes?
I see a cauldron.
Lambert gave me the formula.
I take it you already have white gall and calcium equum.
I do. What next?
You'll need Celandine. Take what I have. Plus the claw of a monster, like the Frightener. To skin a creature, take a sharp knife and cut along the torso. You'll find the Frightener's carcass in the upper courtyard. Once you've extracted the claw, rest by the fire while making the potion.
Yeah, Witcher's steel sword. A steel sword used to fight humans, and effective against most monsters, used in Witcher combat styles. Studded leather jacket. Damage received minus 5%. Frightener's Vision. Scroll. Contains the formula for Celandine. Чистотел? Okay. Contains the formula for a potion made using the eye of a Frightener. Let's read it. Not containing the formula for a potion made using a Frightener's eye. The potion grants 1 bronze talent when consumed. Actually learning botanics now, yeah. Well, in some time we'll be practicing alchemy. To extract alchemical components, left click on the monster carcass. By the way, the description of basic ingredients made me understand the Kalkstein works better because, well, a Russian description is not so thorough. Frightener's Claw, Frightener's Eye. Let's go. I believe we have everything. Yeah. We didn't leave anything lying around. Wow. Pretty nice sound there. Let's check out the lower levels. Nothing to grab. Is it just me, or there are more sound effects in this version of the game? Come on, I need some place for my chemistry. Select the formula and to add ingredients to the vial automatically. Then left click and mix at the bottom right side of the screen. White Gull. Potion for Triss. Splendid. Rebus and Ligredo. Calcium EQ. Special substance. Alright. Let's mix it. We don't have any other ingredients. Oh. No beer. My Kaer Morhen companions and I are not the only remaining Witchers. Apparently Berengar is also still alive. He stays away from the Brotherhood and wasn't at the fortress when it was attacked. Where was he then? And who is he? If I ever meet him, I'll be certain to ask at least those questions. Vesemir mentioned another graduate of Kaer Morhen, the Witcher named Berengar. Alright. Where's Triss? What's happened?
Yes? We'll speak later.
I believe I looted everything, but it's never late to try again. Maybe there's something left. Come on, I want that door open.
How can I help?
We'll talk later.
I'd love to talk, but no. More calcium EQ. That's great.
What is it, Wolf?
Woof woof.
Any thoughts on the attackers?
Amateurs. If not for the mage and the frightener, we'd have beaten them blindfolded.
But they had a mage and a frightener. They robbed us and killed Leo.
True, but we'll find them.
Leo said he almost defeated you.
We were sparring when that storm arrived. My medallion jerked so hard I almost fell. The boy saw an opening. He certainly had potential. Then Marigold appeared, shaking, delirious. She insisted we chase the wild hunt. Vesemir agreed. He always had a soft spot for her.
You dislike Triss?
She's too pretentious for my taste.
Can you tell me about the fighting styles Witchers use?
The art of combat involves 3 traditional sword fighting styles, plus a few variations designed for combating monsters.
Start with the basic
Start with the
styles.
basic styles.
Kaer Morhen is the wolf school.
Woof woof.
Old Vesemir always made sure we train more as warriors than mages, though we also learned the signs. Witches employ 3 fighting styles. There's Aden Enye, the fiery dancer, which we call the fast style. The Viruleden Nefde Fendlediv, the group style. And the Temerian Devil, the strong style. Which style do you want to hear about?
The fiery dancer sounds interesting.
The legendary elven swordsman and poet Nisael created it. basing the system of steps and cuts on his observations of wildcats, especially the ocelots that elven rulers used as palace guards. The fiery dancer favors speed and agility over strength of blows. Opponents simply don't have the time to strike back. The ideal swordsman is a flame that cannot be hurt and inflicts wounds each time it is touched. Nissel himself wrote that. The style is popular among the elven aristocracy. Which style do you want to hear about?
Tell me about the Viriledan style.
Literally translated, it is the Nine-Sun Sword style. The swordsmen of Viraledo developed it as a method for tackling several opponents through complex slashing sequences. They say masters of this style can fight 9 opponents simultaneously. Which style do you want to hear about?
Temerian Devil sounds familiar.
Sounds poetic, but there's little or no philosophy involved. Devised by Temerian Landsknechts, simple men. It's best against heavy armored opponents. Which style do you want to hear about?
I think I've heard enough.
All right.
Can you tell me about the fighting styles Witchers use?
The art of combat involves 3 traditional sword fighting styles, plus a few variations designed for combating monsters.
I wouldn't mind hearing about monster fighting techniques.
You noticed we carried 2 swords? That's because some monsters are immune to steel. A normal sword won't cut them.
For instance?
Werewolves, vampires, genies, and other magical beasts. The techniques for fighting with a silver sword derive from traditional swordsmanship, but there are a few essential differences. No parries and ripostes, mainly steps, evasive moves, spins, and other acrobatics.
I'll be in trouble if I don't get my memory back.
You'll be all right, Wolf. Your body will recall all it needs to. Certain things you never forget. Trust your intuition when choosing your fighting style. The Devil's best against Kikimors, Graviers, and Fledders. The Fiery Dancer is absolutely superb against Barghests and Ghouls. And the Viriledan? Anything that attacks in groups, but initially limited to drowners.
Thanks, Lambert.
No problem, Wolf.
Can you tell me about the fighting styles Witchers use?
The art of combat involves 3 traditional sword fighting styles, plus a few variations designed for combating monsters.
I wouldn't mind hearing about monster fighting techniques.
You noticed we carried 2 swords? That's because some monsters are immune to steel. A normal sword won't cut them.
For instance?
Werewolves, vampires, genies, and other magical beasts. The techniques for fighting with a silver sword derive from traditional swordsmanship, but there are a few essential differences. No parries and ripostes, mainly steps, evasive moves, spins, and other acrobatics.
I've heard enough. Thanks.
Any other questions?
We'll speak later.
So, let's go to Triss' room and give her propulsion. Okay.
Oh.
Where is it? The fuck is it? There's a chicken sandwich. Sure, tell you that. Not the museum champion. Damn it, where is it? Unknown potion. I don't believe that this is that unknown potion. That one?
Must have been the wrong.
It is the wrong item. Here it is. Damn it.
Thank you, Geralt.
I hope this potion helps.
That was terrible. I dreamt Lambert was with me. He was staring at me, saying things like, "Don't go dying on me, Marigold," calling me big-headed. I'm so glad to see you. What?
I'm glad you're feeling better.
I know we should set out, but I have a feeling we won't be back. Perhaps ever. Won't you stay just a bit longer? With me?
I suppose we have some time.
I'm so happy you're back. When I saw you, all the feelings I tried to deny returned, stronger than ever.
Triss, I'm not ready to talk about the past.
Of course. I shouldn't pressure you. I just feel so... the powers. I'm behaving like a teenager. Let's focus on the present. I guess I disappointed you all. Forgive me.
Nothing to forgive. What I felt when I learned you were alive, hard to compare to anything.
Oh.
Except maybe what I feel as I look at you.
I missed you so. Let's see if the best bed in Kaer Morhen can hold us.
The black cat is at the best spot.
Geralt, a pleasure, as always.
As always?
You don't remember anything?
Unfortunately.
Well, you have something to look forward to then. No matter. Tell me, how did the battle end?
They broke into the lab, killed Leo, stole our mutagens, and escaped.
Poor Vesemir. Another protege dead prematurely.
We delayed the funeral until you awoke.
Thank you. As for the mutagens, their loss could prove catastrophic. Let's not lose any more time. Unless there's something you'd like to ask me?
Know anything more about the sorcerer who ransacked the lab?
He's very powerful. He completely controlled the energy he drew from the circle. We may soon be facing another Vilgefortz.
Who?
No matter. I have something I'd like to teach you. Geralt, can we go?
No.
Can you restore my memory?
I'd have to examine you. There's a good chance your memory will return on its own.
How much chance?
That's difficult to say. It might help if I knew what caused you to lose your memory.
Well, no time for that now.
Geralt, can we go?
The theft. What are its possible consequences?
Most sorcerers and rulers would sell their greedy, power-hungry souls to get the mutagens. Only a master of the arcane arts can use that knowledge. Not many of those left.
What about wealthy merchants, dukes, kings?
Perhaps. Anything's possible, but speculating wastes time. We just don't have enough information.
True.
Geralt, can we go?
I need to do something. I'll come back and get you when I'm ready.
Yeah, we need to save the game first. Sorry.
Geralt, can we go?
We shouldn't keep Vesemir waiting.
Come on then.
We don't know where the bandits came from or who's behind them. We'll draw attention if we venture out as a group. By splitting up, we can also cover more territory.
I'll go west. I know a few people there, and I prefer the coastal
Then
climate.
I'll head east, to Kedwin, unless someone objects.
That's fine. Which way should I go?
South, to Temeria. King Foltest owes you a debt of gratitude. Some time ago you removed a curse from his daughter. You might happen on the bandits' trail there. And you, Triss?
I'll try to use my influence to find the bandits. If I learn anything, I'll contact Geralt. I'll gather what information I can and find you in Vizima.
Triss.
Don't, Geralt. I detest goodbyes. I'm liable to cry, and there's nothing more pathetic than a sorceress in tears. Don't get killed, Geralt. I don't think I could deal with that again. I'll see you soon.
See you, Triss.
Their leader, Zerican mage, proved too powerful even for Triss Merigold. The Witcher set out in search of the stolen secrets, drastically to the four corners of the world. Geralt of Rivia went south, to Vizima. Does he have two swords? I only have one. Fuck. And, of course, I don't have a horse. Shit.
Caroline, I'm tired. It's not far now. We'll be there soon.
I'm cold. We'll fetch you warm milk and honey. You'd like that.
Very much. Thank you, Caroline. What are those dogs doing? Dogs? Alvin, do exactly as I say. This is important. Run to the inn as fast as you can, and don't look back. Understand?
They're evil dogs. Run!
They're not just evil, they're hellish.
What the hell? Shut the gate, quickly! The beast! The beast is attacking! Sound the alarm!
Geralt! Melitele must have sent you. There's a woman outside. The dogs will tear her apart. Help her! Help! No!
Don't open the gate! The beasts will enter! These dogs are deadly.
You people are monsters! Stand aside! I'll save them myself!
Stop. Don't go out there alone.
Damn you! We're all going to die!
Are you a coward or something? Damn it. This dagger is no use.
What was that?
Magic, surely.
The beast! Geralt, look!
The time of the sword and axe approaches. The time of the white frost and white light. The time of madness and disdain. Tedirit, the final age. The world will perish amidst ice and be reborn with the new sun. Reborn of elder blood, of hen Icair, of a planted seed. A seed that will not sprout but burst into flames.
The old elven prophecy of Itlena. I hope he's all right.
It seems he saved us from the beast.
Yes, seems so. Oh, I do hope he's not hurt. I'll need to find someone to take care of him. He shouldn't be alone. We'll stay at the inn in the meantime.
Wait a minute. I ran into wild dogs on my way here, but they were nothing like these, and I don't mean just the green fur. Know anything about them?
They've been terrorizing the village for some time. Every few days, a villager is killed. The pack is led by a large hound, perhaps a wolf. People call it the Beast.
Someone might pay to have the beast slain.
That's what witchers do, isn't it? But enough about monsters. What brings you here?
I'm seeking men who wear the sign of the salamander. Seen anyone like that in the area?
Shh, not so loud. There was someone, but the peasants grow silent at the mere mention of him. The Reverend might know more. You may also want to ask him about the beast.
I'll do that.
Did you want to ask me something?
It's been a long time since I've heard mention of Salamandra. Do you know anything about them?
I think they're a group of bandits who terrify the locals. Yesterday, they returned a boy they'd whipped with a lamia.
A lamia?
A mayhen crop with small barbs and hooks. It rips away skin and flesh with each strike. Most civilized countries have banned them. The boy was delirious. Muttered something about a ransom and the Reverend. Sadly, he grew feverish, and he died that night.
Thanks. I may stay longer than I planned.
Why the interest in Salamandra?
They killed someone I was fond of, and stole something of mine.
I wouldn't want to be them.
Do we know each other?
It's me, Shawnee. Don't you recognize me? Whatever happened to you? I heard you died during a massacre in Rivia.
Unfortunately, I lost my memory. I recall the last few weeks, nothing more.
I'm afraid I can't help. Medicine's a fledgling science here in the north. I can say that your memory might come back on its own.
It's not that bad. I'm actually getting used to it.
I hate to admit it, but sorcerers are somewhat more effective at this than we are. Maybe one of them could help.
What brings you to this village?
I'm traveling to St. Lebioda's hospital in Vizima to help fight the Catriona plague.
When are you leaving?
Once I've helped the victims of the dog attacks, I guess. I can't abandon them. It'll delay me, but some are certain to die without my aid.
So what'll become of Alvin?
I don't know. I'll look after him for now. Maybe a villager will take him in.
He seems clever enough. Surely someone will want him.
Did you want to ask me something?
We'll speak later.
Yeah, we just made ourselves wet during this raid. Beast fangs. Target skull. Oh, some money from a dead guy. No. Not right now. A valuable ingredient.
They're called bar guests. I hope I never encounter one. As do I.
A notice board. Maybe I can find some witcher's work.
Avoid
Army
beggars.
life.
They carry the plague.
I shall
roads will
pray
be
at the
wet.
Temple of Eternal Fire.
The first I've seen of the walls of Temeria's capital.
We await help from the Order of the Flaming Rose.
Damn it, strange. Oh, weird part. Redanian lager. Weak alcohol. Excellent beer brewed from Redanian barley. More fireplace.
Monsters abound in the crypt. Vizima's gates are closed. The Eternal Fire protects no sinners. Repent. The Eternal Fire protects Vizima's gates are closed. Monsters abound in the crypt.
Alright, Arrest warrant. Quest item. A warrant for the professor's arrest. The Ghoul contract. Begins a Witcher contract. The Drowner contract. The Barnes contract. Yeah. Let's see. As the leader of the local community, the Reverend may know something about the man with the salamander brooch and should see him as soon as possible. When the beast attacked, the boy was terrified. He went into a magical trance and uttered a prophecy. It seems the outskirts have mysteries of their own. To fathom them, apparently I should see the Reverend. I will see the Reverend if I want to solve the mysteries of the outskirts. I should speak with the Reverend about the salamander. A boy named Elvin managed to escape the Barghest attack and cost his foster mother her life. As a result of the shock, he started to divine the future and uttered the prophecy of a fleeing. I suppose Elvin is a source. He has magical powers he cannot control. Soon after I arrived in the outskirts, I met Shani, an acquaintance from a long time ago, in quite dramatic circumstances. Shani is completely devoted to medicine, her passion, and she had plenty to do in the outskirts, so there was no time for small talk. I got the impression that this sensible, intelligent girl likes me a lot. Triss Merigold. Triss Merigold is my friend. She saw me die, and my return to the world of the living surprised her. Triss is a sorceress, one of the most influential and talented of her kind. She has numerous powerful friends, and she knows the Kaer-Morhen Witchers. She is one of the few people who know the way to the fortress. I have a feeling Triss likes me a lot. After Leo's funeral, the sorceress teleported to Vizima. She decided to use her extensive contacts and search for information on Salamandra. Triss promised to find me as soon as I arrive in Vizima. Temeri. Temeri's population is not exclusively human, it also includes dwarves, elves, gnomes, and dryads. After the devastating war north with Nilgard, many areas are haunted by monsters which have hitherto not constituted a serious threat, while the realm's roads are made unsafe by outlaws and common bandits. As a result, the Witcher profession is once again in demand, though people continue to treat Witchers with caution and disdain, often calling them mutants and freaks. The Kingdom of Temeria has silver lilies on a black background as its emblem. This powerful country has gained even more influence in recent years under the wise rule of King Foltest. Across the Pontar River, the kingdom borders Redania. To the south and east, it is hemmed in by mountain ranges, including Mechacan, the mainstay of dwarves and gnomes, past which lie the lands of Lyria and Adrian. The capital of Temeria is Vizima, lying on the shore of Lake Vizima. The second largest city is Maribor. Temeria means in its own coin, the Oran. The most widespread religions are the cults of Melitele and the belief in the eternal fire. Temeria is home to the headquarters and many commanderies of the Order of the Flaming Rose. The outskirts. Like any large city, Vizima also has its outskirts. Near the city walls stand the houses of townspeople who could not afford to live in the city or could not stand the stench of its gutters. A little further out, among fields and meadows, peasants have their thatched roof homes. Unfortunately, the hard times have left their mark on the outskirts. Many houses are vacant, their owners killed in the war, slain by monsters, or taken by the plague, which ravages the area. Let's go inside.
Some rain.
Some rain.
Avoid beggars. They carry the plague.
We await help from the Order of the Flaming Rose.
A ghoul. Yeah. Come on, man. Abomination Lib contains the following substances: Cabri, Celandine, contains the following substances: Revis and Nigredo. Remains. What remains? Nevis. Earths. How the Earth would have horns? Let's try a dagger. It's not very effective. Ectoplasm contains the following substances: hydrogenum, albedo.
I shall pray at the Temple of Eternal Fire.
The first I've seen of the walls of Temeria's capital. Greetings.
Greetings.
What a despicable place. I'm trapped here with my goods while my wife and children wait in the city.
Why's that?
Vizima's gates are closed due to the plague. The gods be my witness, nothing ruins trade like an epidemic.
I guess we just have to wait.
Most of the diseased have died off, but the beast and bandits now spread their own terror. All we're missing are tax collectors.
Can I ask you something?
Yes?
What's with this plague?
What of it? 'Tis some variety of the bubonic. To be safe, I avoid any who appear even slightly ill. Aren't you afraid?
I'm immune to infectious diseases.
My grandfather claimed the same, insisting all the while that his bubonic ulcers were merely boils.
May the ground lie lightly upon him.
Yes?
Tell me about the beast.
I overheard it described as a phantom, appearing from nowhere, murdering those with a heavy conscience.
Interesting.
Royal officials would make a true feast for the beast, and other ghosts serve it, apparently in the form of untiring bloodhounds.
I'll have to ask the locals.
Yes?
Any bandits in the outskirts?
Indeed. They call themselves the militia and extort bribes. Also, some sect from Vizima may have arrived here.
Do these men wear the salamander sign?
Never met them. But if they are a sect, the Reverend ought to know something.
I'll ask him.
Yes?
Damn it. We have to buy that all again. Daisies. Belize fruit. Honeycomb. Orchids. Raspberries. At least we need 500 orange. Arrest warrant is hereby declared that the man known as the Professor is guilty of numerous crimes against the Crown, including but not limited to murder, assault, defying city guards and officials, and other wrongs against the kingdom's subjects. Whosoever provides him shelter will be deemed guilty of aiding and abetting him in his crimes. It is thus the duty of each subject of the Crown to assist the effort to seize this man. A reward of 1,000 orens is hereby offered to anyone who assists in bringing this man to justice, dead or alive. On behalf of His Majesty King Foltest, Vincent Mace, Captain of the City Guard. The bull contract. I need the blood of at least 3 bulls, which I will pay handsomely. Kalkstein, alchemist. The goal entry is in the bestiary is required to complete this contract. The Drowner contract. The Drowner contract. The Church of the Eternal Fire seeks individuals capable of dealing with the drowners on the riverbank. Payment is contingent on supplying proof of killing 3 of the beasts. Bring their brains. Inquire with Reverend. The Drowner entry in the bestiary is required to complete this contract. The Bargus contract. Brave men urgently needed. Whoever brings me 10 Bargus skulls will receive 100 ornaments. Abigail, herbalist. Inn. The inn in the outskirts was established to cater to the needs of travelers and merchants headed for Vizima. The owner has surrounded it with a high palisade. Although the inn doesn't feature extravagant comforts, it is a safe place to spend the night and eat a meal. The innkeeper also offers a wide selection of alcohol. It is a favorite meeting place for the inhabitants of the outskirts, so there is always someone to talk to or dice with. Formula. Cat. Effects. This potion grants vision in total darkness. Preparation. The potion is made by mixing ingredients providing a total of 1 measure of rebis and 2 measures of cabrit. Strong alcohol must be used as a base. Duration of effects long-lasting. Toxicity low. Cat is said to have been the first potion created specifically for witchers. The concoction allows witchers to pursue monsters into their lairs, including dark caves, ruins and crypts, because it augments vision to pick up additional wavelength of light. To prevent blinding, the beaver's pupils automatically narrow when in bright light. This is possibly the potion most commonly used by witchers. Frightener's vision. When imbued with mutagenic potion, adds 1 bronze talent, which can be used to acquire enhancements. Preparation. The potion is made by mixing a Frightener's Eye with ingredients providing 1 measure of each of vitriol, cabrit, and rebis. Strong, high-quality alcohol must be used as a base. Duration of effects immediate. Toxicity none. The sorcerers who pioneered the Witcher mutation discovered that mixing rare and powerful ingredients with more common substances resulted in potions that strengthened Witcher's mutations. This potion made with a Frightener's Eye transforms and fortifies a Witcher's body when consumed. The Bargus contract. Abigail, the local herbalist, will pay cash for Bargus skulls. I should see her as soon as I collect the number she needs. The Church of the Eternal Fire has offered a reward for killing drowners. The brains of the monsters must be presented as proof of their demise. The Ghoul contract. Kalkstein, the alchemist will pay for the blood of 3 ghouls. I must collect the blood of 3 ghouls for Kalkstein. Wanted. I found an arrest warrant for the professor, the man responsible for the assault on Kaer Morhen and for Leo's death. If the professor is a wanted man, Salamander must have enemies. Any enemy of my enemy is my friend. I should talk to the city guards in Vizima, see if they can help me contact the professor's foes. Maybe I can find the professor's enemies by speaking to some city guards in Vizima. Glossary. Catriona, a disease which quickly spread through all the northern cities of countries after the war with Nilfgaard. Those who suffer from Catriona die a terrible death. Their convulsions become stronger each day. They vomit blood and mucus and have bloody diarrhea. After a fortnight or so, they die in agony. Dwarves. Dwarves are shorter than humans, but tougher and more muscular. Male dwarves wear long beards. They are usually gruff but can be merry, and are renowned for their stubbornness. Considered excellent craftsmen and warriors, many have earned grudging acceptance in human society. Still, it is not uncommon for young dwarves to join the Scoia'tael's rebels to fight for more rights for non-humans and an end to the persecution. Fuin's prophecy, an old elven prophecy about the end of the world. The wolf's blizzard approaches in the time of the sword and axe, the time of the white frost and white light, the time of madness and disdain. Ted Lirad, the final age. The world will perish amidst ice and be reborn with the new sun, reborn of the elder beloved, of Ken Ikair, of a planted seed, a seed that will not sprout but burst into flames.
Three ounces of Optimum Mater, a drop of mercury solution. Oh, sorry, I got lost in thought.
Greetings.
Greetings. I'm Cogstein, alchemist.
Geralt, Witcher.
A Witcher? How much would you ask for an opportunity to examine your body?
I don't think you could afford it.
You would be doing a great service to science. All right, fine. Though I perceived you as someone who valued reliable knowledge.
I respect science and scientists, alchemists too. And I guess I expect the same in return.
I see. Well, maybe you can agree to a post-mortem, then.
Keep talking and I might change my mind. Regarding alchemists, that is.
All right, I'm sorry.
They say you need ghoul blood.
Do you have any?
I'll come back when I've gathered some.
I need that blood for my studies. Be quick about it.
Damn it, I want to speak to you more.
What brings you here?
You don't look like a local.
I live in Vizima, but I'm just returning from a great convention of alchemists, pyromancers, and geomancers in Oxenfurt. Wonderful city, Witcher, a cradle of science.
I don't doubt it. Did the convention reach any specific conclusions?
It was an incredible experience. I presented my dissertation on specific. Conventions aren't meant to be specific.
Then I'm not sure I see the sense.
Science is like a great river, full of currents, whirls, and treacherous shallows. A single raftsman can never know every secret of the river. He must sail to the harbor and share his knowledge with other raftsmen.
And get drunk and spend his last money on whores. I think I see the point now.
Science is like a river. Sorry, I got lost in thought.
You were talking about returning to Vizima.
Yes. Because of this quarantine, I'm losing time in this inn. I have extremely important research waiting. And what am I doing? Sitting in this dump and drinking alcohol. Badly distilled alcohol. I've sent a message to my friend, another alchemist. He is my only hope. Hopefully he will send me a pass.
Well, I wish you luck.
Thank you. They must admit me, they must.
Do you ask everyone for permission to examine or dissect them?
Of course not. But you're a mutant. A scientifically wrought improvement. Something unnatural.
That explains it.
Don't take offense. I'm merely curious.
Need any help from a Witcher?
I do. Check the notice I hung outside.
I wanted to ask you about alchemy.
Finally, someone worth talking to. Here I thought the locals had no interests beyond their daily concerns.
I'm not exactly a local. And think about it. If the locals were all interested in alchemy, they wouldn't have much need for you.
Ha! typically short-sighted. Witcher, alchemy is the mother of all sciences. And do you know why? For it allows us to understand the world. All that surrounds you is none other than the alchemy you strive so dutifully to deride. Alchemical processes transpire in your body at all times. They allow you to eat, breathe, and excrete. What's more, they are responsible for your thoughts and feelings. Alchemy is life.
We need to change the subject before the peasants decide to burn us at the stake.
One cannot shut the mouth of science. But fine. What do you wish to know?
How do you obtain alchemical bases?
You need equipment to obtain the correct distillate. I myself use an attenator, coupled with an alembic, and equipped additionally with a rectifying column and a copper cooler.
And if I don't have a coupled attenator handy?
I see. Field work. Olaf must have some decent vodka or spirit that could serve as an alchemical base.
Vodka.
Where do I get ingredients?
If you wish to obtain components yourself, you'll need books containing drawings and descriptions of ingredients derived from both plants and animals. Peddlers are your other alternative, but they'll rip you off. When I require monster tissue or organs, well, I hire a witcher or a hunter.
I'm interested in formulae.
Ready-made formulae are rare and difficult to acquire, so I encourage you to experiment, modify recipes you already have. Most people underestimate the value of using the empirical method in science.
I think I've heard enough.
But we've only just begun.
Sorry, Coxty.
Farewell.
Greetings, handsome. You look a tinge fatigued. Wait, didn't you rescue that child at the gate?
By chance.
By chance? Really? If only the local peasants chanced to do good once in a while. Oh, no matter. What can I get you?
Nothing now. But care to sit down with me for a moment?
Not likely. I'm a decent girl. I'm at work now.
Don't be angry. Only a blind man could ignore you.
You sure know how to compliment a woman, sir. What can I get you?
Nothing now. I'll see you later.
No bold men.
Let's check inside the barrel. More flint. A mutton leg. Hello.
What do you want?
Give me a beer.
Your kind's not welcome here.
I said I wanted a beer.
We have no more. Very well. I'll see what I have.
Good man.
Everyone drink up. We're closing.
Innkeeper, do that again and I'll get angry. Wouldn't want that, would you?
No.
All right. I'll just tend to my business and be on my way.
What can I do for you?
I'm a witcher.
Ah, by the eternal fire.
Have any work for me?
No. Ask the Reverend.
Okay, I'll speak with him.
What can I do for you?
Why the gloom?
I don't talk to strangers.
Do you for 5 orens?
For that, I'd talk to a bar guest all day. The plague was devastating. People died in droves. The wailing lingered for 3 moons. If not for the Reverend, we'd all have perished. No wonder we're wary of strangers. You don't know what it's like when the plague takes your family. The Reverend prayed all day to the eternal fire, taking no sustenance. His penance freed us from sin and strengthened our faith. We began by cleansing our homes of sin and filth. We gathered it up, and by the next day, all our foulness was buried or gone. The Reverend then spoke to all who remained. You have done well cleansing your households of sin. I know it was difficult, I know they be kin, but the eternal fire sent pestilence on them as punishment for their sins. You are pure, you shall live. And we believed him, then went outside. The frost was biting, but we did our penance, crawling round the village, praying at the 5 chapels. The next day the village was quiet, as if all were asleep. Fewer have fallen sick since.
An edifying tale. Thanks.
What can I do for you?
I'm looking for someone who stayed at this inn.
Look around the tables, but at night guests retire to their rooms. Return tomorrow if you must talk to them.
All right, I'll look around.
What can I do for you?
Got a room?
Yes. For you, 5 orens.
I'll pass.
The barrel.
You don't look like one to be lucky at love, but I wager your luck excels at dice.
I know a bit about the game.
Sir, I wouldn't cheat you. An honest game's what I propose.
Honest? Why choose me? No one else is willing to sit down with you?
Risk is your daily bread, that's clear. I'd consider it an honor to play you.
My pouch is as empty as a smith's bellows.
The peasants round here have nothing but cabbage to wager. A hunter, a worthy opponent, used to fancy a game, but I haven't seen him in a while.
I'm not surprised. I don't doubt you fleeced him.
To be frank, he loved high stakes, yet the dice disliked him from the outset.
Can you make a good living at dice?
That depends entirely on who one plays, sir. The wages are certainly larger in Vizima.
And where in Vizima would I find someone willing to play?
If your money pouch is bursting, try the new Narracourt. You might also choose the Hairy Bear, if you have the nerve.
Who is this hunter you played?
Must have been quite a lover, for I've never seen such ill luck on a man. He lost a lot of orens.
Watch out. Love wanes. He'll be back for his gold.
I think not, sir. You could smell the loser in him a mile off. The debts must be keeping him away.
Farewell.
What do you want?
Always give strangers such a warm welcome.
It's all the same. The beast will have us all.
I'm glad we talked.
Let's celebrate.
Farewell.
For some peace and quiet.
Chickens are dying like flies from the plague. Chickens are dying like flies from the plague. I may join my brother-in-law making bricks in the swamp. I may join my brother-in-law making bricks in the swamp.
Just listen. Just listen.
You saved me, right?
I helped.
I wonder what'll happen to me now.
Waiting for your kin to come?
No. My family has passed on.
Sorry, kid.
It's all right. I barely knew them.
Did you want to ask me something?
We'll speak later.
It's in this version of game, it's not that I don't care about them, I don't care about anyone.
You fight like a lass who wants to get slapped. Fighting or watching?
Fist fight. We pick fist fight.
Wanna fight? Got any money? No pain, no gain.
We'll see.
wants to get smashed your face. Who wants to get slapped?
Lost again. Should have known. Here's your gold.
Thank you, man.
I'm itching to hit someone. No challengers? I'm itching to hit someone.
Ouch, ouch, enough! Ouch, ouch, enough! Want a beating, stranger? We fight for money.
Yeah. Let's fight.
I'll kick your ass and make money doing it.
We'll see.
You fight like a lass. Who wants to get slapped?
I need more money.
You win, Wanderer. Take your coin and leave me be. Ouch,
No
ouch,
challengers?
enough. I don't want a second beating.
Don't worry, I'll beat another man.
Want a beating, stranger? We fight for money. I'll kick your ass and make money doing it.
We'll see.
I'm itching to hit someone. Who wants to get slapped like a lass? No challengers?
Not today.
You win, Wanderer. Take your coin and leave me be. I don't want a second beating.
Your mother sucks dwarf cock. I'm itching to hit someone. No challengers?
Whoa!
Some tournament going on?
We beat each other for coin.
Interesting.
Fat Fred will rearrange your face, just show me your gold.
How much?
25 orens.
Tell me about this tournament.
Rules are simple. Punch each other in the face, last man standing wins.
Simple and specific.
25 orens.
I'm in.
You bastard.
No challengers? Who wants to get slapped?
Time to die!
For you, maybe. Here lies Fat Fred.
Who wants to get slapped?
You win.
My reward?
Choose 2 flasks of supreme moonshine and a snack to go with them, a ring or cash.
The ring.
Never liked it.
And I'm back. Let's hit some more races. Just earned ourselves a ring. Gold diamond ring. A valuable item which can be sold or given to someone.
Up the creek.
I need to find Zoltan. God damn it, of course.
I may join my brother-in-law making bricks in the swamp.
Got so many things that we need to hand it over to innkeeper.
What can I do for you?
Can my things. Grindstone, redstone. Sapphire. Chicken sandwich. It restores endurance, I don't need endurance much. But swallow I need. Let's take it right here. Mutton leg. Chemical base used to make other potions. Now which restores and again. One potion. Maelstrom. Frightened vision. We already read this. Okay. Let's have contracts right here. Gold diamond ring. I've got 2 rings. To send red. Look at the swallow. Scroll contains the formulae for a series of witcher potions. Bun restores the vitality. Better to check it out. Bun. Булочка. Okay. A bun that is. Goat's milk. Cow's milk. Endurance. I didn't need endurance. Well, one day I might need it, but not today. Hallucination. Excellent champion. Well, should we celebrate it with this drunkard available right there? Let's try him out.
That formula needs rethinking.
Yeah, it needs.
Stand still.
I may join my brother-in-law making dying like flies from...
Have a drink with me.
Okay. Let's try that. Participate in drinking contests to gain information and rewards. Let's click drink and allow us to choose a beverage. Let's drink everything. Starting with Redanian Lager. And go to Veziman Champion. Is this good enough for you? Let's continue, shall we? Can you keep this up? He can't. Just as I thought.
So, outdrank you.
Strong head you have there.
Don't I get a prize for winning?
Drank with a merchant recently. Weak-headed he was. Take his book.
Thanks.
Wow, we got the book. The Tome of Fear and Loathing, Volume 1. Book. First volume of a work on necrophages. It provides information on ghouls and graveers. The bestiary describes necrophages, the ghoul and the graveer. It provides information on fighting methods and alchemical ingredients that can be obtained from the bodies of these monsters. This book adds a bestiary entry into the journal. Ghoul white vinegar. Ghoul blood. Obtained from the bodies of graveer bone. Abomination lymph. Obtained from the bodies of ledgers, centaurs, Garcanes, ghouls, elves, bruxae, and bloodziggers. The Vereen, obtained from the bodies of drowned dead, devourers, drowners, elf ghouls, and graveers. Ghoul blood, obtained from the ghoul carcasses. White vinegar, an alchemical catalyst obtained from the carcasses of ghouls, centaurs, and graveers. Cementors. Graveers. Okay. Graveer. Graveers appear wherever they can find food, preferably human corpses, but any carcass will do. Immunity. Immune to common poisons and resistant to knockdown attempts. Tough skin and thick muscles protect them from blows. Susceptibility. Sensible to silver and necrophage oil. A strong style is most effective against graveers. Tactics. Graveers try to knock their victims down and eat them alive. Alchemy. Cadaverine, white vinegar, and graveer bone. After the war with Nilfgaard, graveers became a real plague. Until then, the monsters were familiar only to specialists and professional beast killers. Thus, everyone mistook them for ghouls. Today, any child could give an accurate description of graveer, and people who have passed near battlefields or necropolises offered first-hand accounts of the horrible murders committed by these ruthless necrophages. Ghoul. Occurrence. Ghouls are encountered on battlefields as well as in cemeteries and abandoned crypts. Immunity. Resistant to common poisons. Susceptibility. Sensible to silver and necrophage oil. The strong style is most efficient against ghouls. Experienced witchers use the group style while fighting multiple ghouls. Tactics. A group of ghouls will try to knock an opponent down, surround him, and start eating him alive. Alchemy. Abomination lymph, white vinegar, and ghoul blood. Graveer. Yeah, me too. I suppose that graveer. Ghouls are said to have been humans who were once forced into cannibalism and, after many years spent in dark crypts, underwent a horrifying transformation. Only human flesh can satisfy their eternal hunger, so they kill people and store their remains in the recesses of their layers. Still, I managed to overdrain the drunkard in this tavern, and well, he gave me the book with some monster descriptions, so I believe that it was very useful. Kalkstein, the absent-minded alchemist, seems nice, but it is obvious that scientific theories are of greater concern to him than the more prosaic aspects of life. Where was this? Gifts to messages, Mr. Right. Drinking. Hey, it's Volton around here. I need to find him as soon as possible. As he... Yeah, you need to rest. Let's strafe around. Strafing is good. Also, I need to... well... store this book. Damn it. It's time to crawl to him. Yes, it needs.
What can I do for you?
At least you shouldn't be, well, be doubled. Okay, let's go. First of all, I need some money, and, well, I need to...
Might Rubedo be better?
My babe, and I need Zoltan who can help me learn to gamble, as it is a steady income, especially for buying books. Bandit. Bandits? Out here? Let's go. Oh, Vargas. Come on. Here, baby, on me. Hey! Come on, man.
Looks like Miss Vesna has unwanted visitors.
Stay where you are.
Damn it.
No mercy!
Damn it.
Let's see just how tough you are.
I just happened to hit the guard. Did I? Let's go.
Who's this?
This is a drunk Gerald. Come on, come on, come on. Okay.
Why are you being so gentle with
Looks
her,
like Miss
Butch?
Vesna has unwanted visitors.
Over my dead body. Let's see just how tough you are. Will you help me? I fear the dogs and thugs, but I need to get home.
Certainly.
Certainly.
That club. Yeah, again and again I'm drunk. Plum Cordial, strong alcohol, high quality potion base, the specialty of Temerian housewives. Rivian Creek, weak alcohol, cherry beer brewed in Rivia, and some orange, yeah. This remains. Temerian Iron Axe, Canelan Stout, cherry spirit cordial, strong alcohol, high quality potion base, cherry cordial valued by connoisseurs of strong liquors. Round 6. This weapon can be used. This weapon 2 can be used, but chance of dislodging shield. Let's take it then.
Let's see just how tough you are.
I am tough, especially when I am walking straight. Remains Beast Fangs and Bandit Skull. Cherry Spirit Cordial. Ham Sandwich. Good. She needs to go this way. That way, this way. Rabbit dog. Hello. Are you okay? Hello. Okay. Come on. Come on, you're not that drunk. Come on. Okay. I knew he's not that drunk. Beast Fangs, yeah. Argus Skull. Hey, come on. I'm not that drunk. Come on. Just stand still. Good. And stay dead. Should we look inside? Come on, let's take a look inside. Salt better. High quality base for bombs. Powder. Good. Where is she? Over here, okay. Well, he almost sobered up. So we're good again. That's right. Come on, there's no food. Barrel. But alright, next time. Royal Huntsman. Barghest. Here, doggy. Come on, doggy. Don't hurt him. Try to hurt me. Alright. We got a monkey.
Have we met?
Perhaps. I lost my memory.
I've never heard that before, though it's possible. The little medic will care for you.
Shani can't help.
Shame. Ah, now I remember. Geralt of Rivia. I hired you in Novigrad to rid my storage of Garcanes.
If you say so.
I hadn't sufficient coin, but you helped me nonetheless.
Guess I was generous then.
My business has grown, so I'll pay this old debt.
I could use the gold.
Here's 100 orens.
Thank you, man. Oh wow, it is useful. I need this money. Oh, cool. The Vargas, yeah.
Please help!
I'm going to help you. Come on. We're so good up, so.
It's those dogs. Those hellhounds.
You're all right. They're gone.
They're gone. He's dead now? The fuck? Maybe I should try to at least save him. Let's save the game. The other save. And try to save this guy. Because I kinda liked him, he gave me some coins. Damn it. I have to search these houses again. Alright. That's tolerable.
Come to those who hustle.
What? He's asleep.
Greetings, Witcher. I'm the local hunter.
Greetings.
Wonder how I know you? No? So be it. What do you want?
I'm looking for Witcher's work.
Since you're here, a monster supposedly haunts the lakeshore, devouring peasants late getting home. A ghoul may have made its lair in the crypt.
How much for each?
You witchers do nothing disinterestedly. Kill a monster, bring me proof, and I'll reward you generously.
Did the peasants say anything more about the lakeshore monster?
Just that it hunts by the lake at night and kills people.
What does the creature from the crypt look like?
Perhaps a standard ghoul, but who knows? See for yourself.
How much do you collect for a drowner?
It's my professional secret.
Come on, we're in the same profession.
It seems so.
So, how much for a drowner?
Depends, but on average, 80 orens.
Wow.
I've never come close to that. I knew something was wrong with those prices.
Calm down.
Progress wherever you look. Only witchers, the relics they are, still work for a pittance, while being called freaks by those they do favors for.
A fair day's wage for a fair day's work.
What was that?
Nothing, nothing.
Go fuck yourself, man.
Take care.
Yeah, but take care after all. Just quick. And we got enough to satisfy our employer. Where is this merchant? Where the hell is he? Ah, here he is.
A cursed plague stopped our transport outside Vizima.
Damn it, it's not him. Okay, loading. I don't want him to die and then not being able to give me a coin. Ah, he's alive here.
Damn squirrels! Assaulting convoys like during the war! Damn squirrels! Assaulting convoys like during the war!
Royal Huntsman. Let's take it again, shall we?
Greetings, Witcher. I'm the local hunter.
Greetings.
Wonder how I know you? No? So be it. What do you want?
I'm looking for Witcher's work.
Since you're here, a monster supposedly haunts the lakeshore, devouring peasants late getting home. A ghoul may have made its lair in the crypt.
How much for each?
You witchers do nothing disinterestedly. Kill a monster, bring me proof, and I'll reward you generously.
Why don't you just send me...
Did the peasants say anything more about the lakeshore monster?
Just that it hunts by the lake at night and kills people.
What does the creature from the crypt look like?
Perhaps a standard ghoul, but who knows? See for yourself.
How much do you collect for a drowner?
It's my professional secret.
Come on, we're in the same profession.
It seems so.
So, how much for a drowner?
Depends, but on average, 80 orens.
I've never come close to that. I knew something was wrong with those prices.
Calm down.
Progress wherever you look. Only witchers, the relics they are, still work for a pittance, while being called freaks by those they do favors for.
A fair day's wage for a fair day's work.
What was that?
Nothing, nothing.
Take care.
That's why we gamble. We will gamble to make our money. But
Hurry! I don't have all night.
you have the Witcher and the Geralt. Where was that ghoul? Locked. Of course it is. Wardrobe. It's Warren's half-eaten corpse with a dagger. 4 AM. By morning we'll crawl to your place, madam. Locked. Everything is locked.
I should leave.
Of course you should. Come on, doggies.
They came after us like something was controlling them.
Let's go. We're almost there.
Unknown verb, hidden girder. Chicken leg.
My cow needs milking.
For that whoring witch has her eye on me. For that whoring witch has her eye on me.
Sleepy? It should be. It's 4 AM. What else do we have here? Mutton leg. Some chicken and trunk. Hello.
Delightful. I hope we meet again.
For that whoring witch has her eye on me.
Delightful. I hope we meet again.
Of course we will. Come on, I need free passage. Alright, here's a barrel. Flint orange. So. Okay, let's take a look inside.
My cow needs milking.
For that whoring witch has her eye on me.
More chicken sandwich. Good. Thank you very, very much. This way. Slowly. Hello, bandits.
Stop! What are you?
A witcher.
We're militia. We keep the peace.
I'll be going.
We needs to see you're not ill.
I'm immune.
Don't know what that means. We gotta check.
What's that?
Well, you look foul, but healthy. Move along.
Godspeed.
And fuck off.
I hope no terrible beasts show.
Show. Come on, Vesna.
Walking me home or not?
Come on. What are you waiting for?
We're here. Thank you. How can I repay you?
Shall we meet again?
I don't know. I live with my grandma and I'd rather not shock her.
What could possibly shock her?
Everything. Except if we met to pray together. But listen, I know this one place. The old mill.
Secluded and quiet.
Exactly. But people say it's haunted. I wouldn't want the miller's ghost disturbing us.
Ghosts wouldn't dare disturb a witcher. Others will stay away out of fear.
Settled then. I'll see you tomorrow after sunset. Bring wine, and I'll bring food.
That's a deal.
See you soon.
Yeah. I have enough Vargas skulls to collect my reward. I should see Abigail.
See you soon.
You shouldn't disappear that lightly. I should ransack this place first. Nuclear wine, medium strength alcohol, thought by many to be the most exquisite white wine in the world. And it's now mine. Really?
Vesna is asleep. She said you helped her. Thank you. Vesna is asleep. She said you helped her. Thank you.
You're welcome. Lock. No. I don't think she's asleep. She's pretending. Look, pepper vodka, strong alcohol potion base, throat burning pepper vodka.
Oh, the men by the temple spoke of you.
Many animals died from plague. I wonder how I'll feed my children. No time!
Don't get killed.
Try not to be killed.
What was that supposed to mean?
That was supposed to mean that I don't have anything.
I once lived in Vizima, but poverty drove me to the fringes. I once lived in Vizima.
How it
Poverty
yesterday,
drove me to the
the
fringes.
drowned dead took another child.
And I'll take everything from your dresser. Red roses.
I once lived in Vizima, but poverty drove me to the fringes.
A torch. That would be useful. Let's burn up this place.
Freak or not, you may prove useful.
Many animals died from plague. I wonder how I'll feed my children. No time!
Good luck.
I once lived in Vizima, but poverty drove me to the fringes.
That seems satisfactory. The men by the temple spoke of you.
I once lived in Vizima, but poverty drove me to the fringes.
I witnessed that ghost biting a townswoman's head off.
Well, we don't have any information about drowners. Silly. You're sleepy. Of course you are. 6
Not enough
a.m.
pay for this. No passage. If you have a letter, find Mickle. No passage. If you have a letter, find Mickle.
Miku. Nest in drawn water. Of course it's like this. Miku. Miku. Come on, man. Shit. I can't cross this river. Will there be a Argist? No? No Argist for this? Well, for this sunrise, I guess. More barrels, yeah. Zoltan, help me. Need more money.
Non-humans be gone! Send them to the reservation! I'll gouge out those bug-eyes!
What's your business with this dwarf?
We're shaving off his beard. What's it to you?
You'd be better off moving along.
Love non-humans, do you?
Sheathe your weapon, and stop waving those arms around if you want to keep them.
Ooh, a live one! Get him, lads! Kill the deviant!
You asked for it.
Thanks for getting those hounds off my back. Wait, Geralt, is it you? Well, I'll be damned.
Something wrong? You don't look well. Are you hurt?
True to a witcher. Died, came back to life. Nobody's seen him for 5 years, and he wants to know if something's wrong.
Who are you?
Yeah, drunk. I'm your pal, Zoltan Chivy. Where have you been? Why haven't I heard from you? What about...
Not sure I can explain much.
Ah, you don't need to tell Zoltan Chivy anything. Let's just say I'm glad to see you. Though it would be nice to resolve some matters.
You misunderstood. I lost my memory. I only remember the last few weeks.
Know what, Geralt? Let's have a beer and talk like we used to.
Yeah,
Clear your mind and maybe some things will come back to you.
You look like something's bothering you.
Yes, a nasty matter. My friend was to meet me in this village some time ago, but he never appeared.
Think he might be in trouble?
I hope not. But I wouldn't be surprised if he were. He joined the Squirrels recently and agreed to trade with the Hawkers.
Squirrels and hawkers?
The Squirrels, or Scoia'tael as they call themselves, are non-humans who hope to gain equality by shooting folk from behind trees. And hawkers are merchants who sell arms to the Scoia'tael. Illegally.
I see.
Geralt, I'm not exactly welcome here. We non-humans get blamed for everything from the plague, through the beast to the warts on the Reverend's arse. I'd look for my friend myself otherwise.
I'll keep my eyes peeled. Let you know if I learn anything.
Thank you, my friend.
So, how are you doing?
You know me, my schemes. I hope to start a modest business in Vizima, bringing in goods from Mahakam. The Breckenrigs are pressuring me.
The Breckenrigs. Who are they?
My future in-laws. I'm to wed Eudora Breckenrig soon, but my father-in-law-to-be puts too much stock in material things. The Common Cause mine, where I worked after the war, was a complete failure. I blame it on the bloody times.
Can you tell me more about the squirrels?
They're non-human little shits who are fed romantic tales. They've taken up arms to fight for freedom and other ideals. During the war with Nilfgaard, Emir used them to wreak havoc in the kingdoms. I don't know who supports them now.
So, how are you doing?
You know me, my schemes. I hope to start a modest business in Vizima, bringing in goods from Mahakam. The Breckenrigs are pressuring me.
From Mahakam? Any profit in that?
I certainly hope so. I made some investments during the war. As they say, money needs to move.
Just so long it doesn't run away.
Geralt!
I need to go, Zoltan. We'll talk later.
Dice box, yeah. Yes. Rusty sword. And with that they tried to fight the Witcher. Wait, Zoltan. Wait. He looks so hilariously. Ah, damn it. His hotkey is...
Geralt!
Zoltan, I found these strange dice. Looks like dwarven handiwork.
It's poker with dice. Very entertaining. Requires less attention than cards, but it's just as exciting. Dice are a dwarven invention. Became popular after the war. Not surprising, given that every mercenary played.
So how do you play?
Let's shoot around, I'll show you.
Earn money by playing dice poker. And here we go again. Damn it. I don't have much to lose, so... Fucked. We need to win this one. Damn it! Fuck. You almost got me. He's beaming by rolling his dice? Don't know. God damn it! I'm losing this! Oh fuck.
Geralt!
Can you play poker for serious money?
You'd be surprised how popular it is. Fortunes have been made and lost. There are those that take it very seriously indeed.
How do I join the game?
Join? Geralt, it's not a sect. Ask around, though professionals aren't likely to waste time playing novices.
Any idea where I could start?
Around here? Odo, he's got rich somehow. And I know Harren and Mikkel play. And there's me. They're all small fries sides me. But don't fret, I'll give you an edge. The real action is in Vizima.
When will I no longer be a novice?
Win a few times and word will get around. You need to get 3-4 games under your belt. You'll get the idea.
Now let's play more.
Geralt!
Let's lose everything. Again. Fuck. Well, this full house.
Geralt!
Can you lend me some money to play with you?
I need to go, Zoltan. We'll talk later.
Fuck. Ah. Damn it.
Send them to the reservation.
I'll just skip it. I want to start with your fat ass.
What's your business with this dwarf?
We're shaving off his beard. What's it to you?
You'd be better off moving along.
Love non-humans, do you?
Sheathe your weapon, and stop waving those arms around if you want to keep them.
Ooh, a live one! Get him, lads! Kill the deviant!
You asked for it.
So good.
Now die! Thanks for getting this. Yeah.
Not sure. You miss.
Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it.
Geralt.
So, the Breckenridge. So,
You know me.
Damn it.
from just
Geralt.
I'm better to load again. Fuck. I spoiled the conversation with them. Never should be in a hurry, I believe. So let's do this again.
Send them to the reservation.
I want to cut his ass.
What's your business with this dwarf?
We're shaving off his beard. What's it to you?
You'd be better off moving along.
Love non-humans, do you?
Sheathe your weapon, and stop waving those arms around if you want to keep them.
Ooh, a live one! Get him, lads! Kill the deviant!
You asked for it.
Die, bastard! Thanks for getting those hounds off my back. Wait, Geralt, is it you? Well, I'll be damned.
Something wrong? You don't look well. Are you hurt?
True to a witcher. Died, came back to life. Nobody's seen him for 5 years, and he wants to know if something's wrong.
Who are you?
Yeah, drunk. I'm your pal, Zoltan Chivy. Where have you been? Why haven't I heard from you? What about...
Not sure I can explain much.
Ah, you don't need to tell Zoltan Chivy anything. Let's just say I'm glad to see you. Though it would be nice to resolve some matters.
You misunderstood. I lost my memory. I only remember the last few weeks.
Know what, Geralt? Let's have a beer and talk like we used to. Clear your mind and maybe some things will come back to you.
You look like something's bothering you.
Yes, a nasty matter. My friend was to meet me in this village some time ago, but he never appeared.
Think he might be in trouble?
I hope not. But I wouldn't be surprised if he were. He joined the Squirrels recently and agreed to trade with the Hawkers.
Squirrels and hawkers?
The Squirrels, or Scoia'tael as they call themselves, are non-humans who hope to gain equality by shooting folk from behind trees. And Hawkers are merchants who sell arms to the Scoia'tael, illegally.
I see.
Geralt, I'm not exactly welcome here. We non-humans get blamed for everything from the plague through the beast to the warts on the Reverend's arse. I'd look for my friend myself otherwise.
I'll keep my eyes peeled. Let you know if I learn anything.
Thank you, my friend.
So, how are you doing?
You know me, my schemes. I hope to start a modest business in Vizima, bringing in goods from Mahakam. The Breckenrigs are pressuring me.
The Breckenrigs? Who are they?
My future in-laws. I'm to wed Eudora Breckenrig soon, but my father-in-law-to-be puts too much stock in material things. The Common Cause mine, where I worked after the war, was a complete failure. I blame it on the bloody times.
So, how are you doing?
You know me, my schemes. I hope to start a modest business in Vizima, bringing in goods from Mahakam. The Breckenrigs are pressuring me.
From Mahakam? Any profit in that?
I certainly hope so. I made some investments during the war. As they say, money needs to move.
Just so long it doesn't run away.
Geralt!
Can you tell me more about the squirrels?
They're non-human little shits who are fed romantic tales. They've taken up arms to fight for freedom and other ideals. During the war with Nilfgaard, Emhyr used them to wreak havoc in the kingdoms. I don't know who supports them now.
I need to go, Zoltan. We'll talk later.
Done. Come on, man. You're strolling so hilariously. We need to play again.
Geralt!
Zoltan, I found these strange dice. Looks like dwarven handiwork.
It's poker with dice. Very entertaining. Requires less attention than cards, but it's just as exciting. Dice are a dwarven invention. Became popular after the war. Not surprising, given that every mercenary played.
So how do you play?
Let's shoot around, I'll show you.
Just let me win this time, okay? We both do have 2 pairs. And maybe I'll risk it. 104, 104. Yes! Full house, baby. Damn! But he's a lucky one. How do you counter that, my friend, my pal? Nice shot, but not enough to counter my hand. Okay. It's almost a win situation. Yes.
Geralt!
Can you play poker for serious money?
You'd be surprised how popular it is. Fortunes have been made and lost. There are those that take it very seriously indeed.
How do I join the game?
Join? Geralt, it's not a sect. Ask around, though professionals aren't likely to waste time playing novices.
Any idea where I could start?
Around here? Odo, he's got rich somehow. And I know Harren and Mikkel play. And there's me. They're all small fries sides me. But don't fret, I'll give you an edge. The real action is in Vizima.
When will I no longer be a novice?
Win a few times and word will get around. You need to get 3-4 games under your belt. You'll get the idea.
Okay, thank you, Sultan. Let's take a look at these bags. More orange, good. More. Our task to collect some money and buy some books. So great.
Get lost. Get lost.
Cursed non-humans. Surprised the earth doesn't swallow them.
Oh, to drink in the hairy bear. But the city gates are closed.
Boom. Let's take a look downstairs. Yeah. To pilfer their supplies. A good choice. Best choice ever.
Oh, I'm itching to slap somebody.
Cursed non-humans. Surprised the earth